Shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shot there from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And this is the big news, the big buzz on all social media platforms, on the internet, and pretty much anything that's not mainstream media outlets. This is the big to-do topic going on right now, okay? And it's a movie entitled Sound of Freedom. And I have not seen the movie yet, so you don't have to worry about any type of spoilers. But this movie is about a U.S. agent, I guess played by Jim Caviezel, and he sets out on a journey to save children from human trafficking. And I've been watching a lot of videos on TikTok before I wanted to do this sit down, and the a lot of similar rhetoric, or should I say a lot of the same ideas and words are being expressed about everything surrounding this movie, from the fact that this film was done and completed 5 years ago, but it's just now coming out. Okay, how you got all mainstream media outlets completely silent on this film. It's not being given any type of advertisement, no airplay whatsoever. So much to the point, what was it? Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, all these mainstream big time corporation people refuse to put this movie on their platforms. The fact that you have all these celebrities that come out and they want to be a part of every single movement about social justice. George Floyd gets beat down. All we need to come out and support that. All right. Somebody gets beat down by the police. All we need to stand up and stop police brutality. But something like this comes out, everybody's silent. And see, myself, even when I was in the world, okay, I would tell people about this. This is before I came into the truth. Even when I wasn't in the truth, I would tell people about this. Well, we're talking about this was like 15 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. All right, people thought I was crazy. And then when you bring up the example, have you wondered why? And you have to be of a certain age to remember days like this. Now, today I just so happened to turn 43. This is my first day being 43. But when I was younger in the 80s, growing up in the 80s, I remember that children used to be put on the back of a milk carton. See, you have to be around my age to remember those type of things, because if you're in your 20s, anywhere in your 20s, you have no clue or recollection of such a thing. But when I was growing up, when children went missing, they were on a milk carton. And then you just remember after a while, they stopped doing such a thing. And we all know why, because eventually people would start putting two and two together. But here it is. Fast forward the clock a couple of years later. Now people are waking up to the fact that, damn, so this stuff really did go on. And it's like, yes, And that's what we've been trying to tell you people for the longest time. This stuff has been going on for a very long time. This type of stuff has been happening for a long time, as the scripture says. And let me get that. That there's nothing new under the sun. I think it's in Ecclesiastes. I think it's Ecclesiastes 3. Let me just trust the spirit, and maybe it's in there. Or maybe it's in 12. Let me put it on pause and find it real quick. It wasn't one, I just had to go further down. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Okay, see, this has been going on for quite some time. This whole child deletion and loving and gathering certain body parts for profit. Okay, this thing has been going on for a while. And let me get the scripture. No, it's not Baal. It's Molech. Yeah, both of these are good. Leviticus 18 and 21. It says, and I'm going to just keep it on this so I can read multiple of these. Leviticus 18 and 21, it says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed, thy children, okay, pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of Yahweh. Profane the name of the Most High. I am Yahweh. It says, again, thou shalt say to the children of Israel, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed, his children, unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. Leviticus 23, it says, and I will set my face against that man, and will cut him off from among his people, because he hath given of his seed unto Molech, to defile my sanctuary, and to profane my holy name. And if the people of the land do in any ways hide their eyes from the man when he giveth his seed unto Molech, and kill him not, then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and will cut him off, and all that go a whoring after him to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people. And see, that was way back then. And as we read in Ecclesiastes, there's no new thing under the sun. All right. These folks are doing the same exact thing. All right. And it's a multi-billion-dollar business. I saw one of the TikTok videos where it said that the most business, I'm trying to use my words very wisely, the most business in this realm of if you want to call it entrepreneurship, uh, is here in America. America is the biggest supporter of this stuff. And in the videos, they go into detail about why these children are being snatched up. We all know it's for the pink and the stink. You know, it's kind of hard to not be blunt, but at the same time using some type of craftiness with your words, because I said the subject matter is very sensitive. But uh, of course, I saw one video said they're used for the pink and the stink, and then when the person gets bored, then what happens is that they get harvested. Yeah. Not to mention, they are used in summoning entities on the left hand side, because you just can't, whether you're on the left or the right side of things, you can't just say, "Hey, angelic entity, I want to speak to you right now." No, there's a certain process that has to be done in order for these type of supernatural beings to come to you. You know, every time the Lord was going to come speak to the children of Israel, what did he tell them to do? Sanctify yourselves. So everybody got cleaned, took a bath, their clothes was clean, everything was clean. They they had their sacrifice, and then the next thing you know, the Lord came. Now the wicked, they do it on the other side. Except the blood that they use, it's the blood of the youth. And see, this is why we tell you folks that this is how they've been able to succeed in their endeavors of wickedness. I think that's the best way to put it. Because the scripture says in Ephesians 6 and 12, I believe it is. Yep, Ephesians 6 and 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world." Now, that by this time, especially now since this movie's coming out, it should be go without a shadow of a doubt who the rulers of darkness are in this world. The true rulers of darkness, not their little puppets and handlers, not their little puppets and peons, I should say, that they have on the forefront, that are the faces. No, we talking about the people that are behind the scenes. Bad Uncle Esau. Okay? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Watching these videos, not that I didn't already know this, and if you're in the truth, or if you read books that dealt with this before you came into the truth, you already knew that this was a worldwide, for lack of a better phrase, phenomenon or venture. You knew that this was going all across the world. that this is what the people on high do for the carnal pleasure of the flesh, for money's sake, for the spiritual aspect of it. This is what they do. This is what the elites do. This is what we're fighting against. Even to this day, as I mentioned earlier, these people on these TikTok videos are saying this is getting absolutely no coverage from the mainstream media. There's folks that didn't even know that this was coming out. So the popularity of this film is being spread by word of mouth and social media, and it's outbeating all these movies that are out right now. I saw one video where these two girls, they was like, yeah, we're going to go see it. I think it should be all right. We're going to see this. And then it showed their reaction. All that, all that mirth, all the old, I should say the old way they used to view things, you could tell it was completely destroyed. A lot of these people that did reactions to this film, the old way of seeing things was completely destroyed. Now, I've known about this stuff for years, and I deal with it on a personal basis. This is very much real. Very much real. And see, this is why we need Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to come back like yesterday. We need, as the scripture says, it's in the Apocrypha. It's in the Apocrypha, and let me see if I can type it in this way. It would help to spell season right. And it would help to spell in right. Let me try profitable. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 4. It says, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 4, it says, the power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh. Okay? There is nothing that goes on in this earth without the Lord ordaining it. And it says, and in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. And that one that is profitable is Yahweh Shai. Because under the rulership of Yahweh Shai, everybody is going to have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Okay? When the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is in effect, there's not going to be any more of this. Okay? There's not going to be any time in the kingdom where you're going to have to worry about is some white unmarked van going to come by and swoop your child up. There's not going to be any more, well, let me go down in secret and offer up my child to Molech or Baal. There's not going to be any more of that stuff. It's only going to be righteousness. When you go to verse 5, it says, in the hand of the Most High is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Because all power, glory, authorship, it's all going to be in the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And seeing as he's a man that did not sin and will not ever sin, along with his people, because they'll have the law, statutes, and commandments written inside them, hey, this earth is only going to be under a righteous vibration forever and ever and forevermore. So that's all I wanted to say on this. I'm definitely going to make sure that I see this movie tomorrow, if I, Lord willing, if I can. But I hope you all were edified. Until the next time, we're going to say shalom.